I need to change the scheduled time now. Because every time we start the stream, it's always like 2 hours later than the normal time.
In chat, I
mean, it's in like the, 9 to 11 range your time, and whenever it starts, it starts.
Yeah, but you know me, I'm nitpicky.
Weekday evenings after 9 p.m.
No.
Yes.
9 p.m. your time, not my time.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. Gosh. So it wouldn't be 9 then. That's a contradiction. That's 11. Gosh darn it, woman. You're such a butt.
No, you.
No, you. Okay, so I got the normal mystery set up, but what's going to be the random advertising thingy's name?
Mysteries so sneaky you didn't hear him coming.
You want to do it as a like a U or a yeah?
Either way.
No, I gotta. I need to know. This is important.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, bitch.
No.
Okay, and okay. So that goes up there. No, don't click on my own face. My face is my own. Wait, what?
What are you doing?
Messing up.
I don't know.
But that's normal. I'm pretty proud that I can kind of do like stream console stuff on Wi-Fi, but it's not a reliable thing. Because it's slightly lagged, so I felt that desync super. It's super no good.
No good.
It's no good.
It's no good.
That's just no good. Did you just give me a duck? I'm so mad you gave me a Now you remember the waddling duck.
Okay.
Wait, not yet. I'm still advertising shit.
Oh my goodness.
Just keep an eye out on the chat just in case someone says something.
I've got it on my second screen.
Thank God.
Yes.
Gosh,
What?
you just give 2 emotes. Oh my God.
Yeah. Normally I give thumbs up in soccer battle, but today I gave you that.
Yeah.
Quack, quack, quack.
I need to consider making a new like profile picture. Because I feel like its time has come and gone.
Yeah. I think Blank could probably do one if you asked her.
I mean, I'll at least pay her if she's gonna let me give her money, which I still know her PayPal, so she can't.
I'm gonna go AFK really quick,
Okay.
but I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other place. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. 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 A bomb!
Boy.
No, I heard your phone go off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, just making a joke. It's like, ah! Ah! Ah!
I'm muting it right now so I won't cause any disruptions.
You know, it's funny. At the same time you got your phone, my dad also got a new phone.
Oh my goodness.
I think it was yesterday, actually, whenever I got home. Yeah, I got, like, as soon as I got home, because I was waiting for the package, and I was finished talking to you on the phone, I walk upstairs, and I was like, oh, hey, Dan. He had, like, a new phone. Well, I saw the back, so I automatically assumed that he got a new phone, because his old phone was old garbage. That was whenever we were, like, had an AT&T's garbage.
Yeah.
That's hot garbage.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What?
I'll tell you what I'm upset about though. When I got my new phone, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the screen protector, and the guy who was helping me is like, do you want me to put that on for you? And I was like, yeah, sure. I always get, you know, bubbles in the wrap, and he was like, it's fine. And then as he was doing it, he like completely messed it up, and so there's a bunch of dirt under one of the corners.
Oh,
and
no.
he's like, that'll go away with the heat of your fingers. There's no dirt in there, but there is very clearly dirt under the screen. And I'm like,
you can always get a new one and never let someone else touch it again.
Other
Other than me,
probably will.
I'm gonna purposely tear at the screen protector.
No, you can do it sturdy. It's keeping the screen safe.
I'm gonna put a little smiley face on it.
No,
You'd love it. It's fine.
No.
Alright. I'm trying to think if there's any other place. Should I advertise on Reddit? Just kidding.
Only if there's like, if you were part of like a Let's Play community and they're like, post your stuff here, that would be one thing. But randomly advertising, probably. There's communities for everything. So
if you can find one that isn't a cesspool of garbage or filled with fandoms that are like, let's roast this person for no reason.
Yeah.
But whatever. So we are live. We've been live for the past 8 minutes, but this is how I roll.
Oh my goodness.
To be fair, I used to get seriously, well, not seriously, I got criticized because my normal setup time would be like around 10 minutes while I'm talking. And I'm like, why is that a problem? Is that a problem? To start up, literally people take longer to set up, right? Is that wrong of me to make sure that there's enough advertisement everywhere?
I don't know. I think a lot of bigger streamers, they like throw up there, we're starting soon for like half an hour before they get going.
Exactly! So I'm not in the wrong to set up. I'm not crazy. In this instance.
Gosh.
Yeah. So also I tried doing using Nightbot. I don't know how to work Nightbot, darling. Help me. I'm dumb, baby.
I don't know either.
Well, we'll learn soon while we play Unheard. I gotta make Catherine shut up. Alright. So, darling, what happened in the last episode of Dragon Ball Z?
Well, it's been like a month or two, but last time we played, we went through a series of mysteries because we were getting caught up on your side. But the game opens with us as a detective who's using a new sound-based detective system to solve cold case crimes.
And we don't get
And so we
breaks.
can... Nope, we're stuck in a room with the lady yelling at us being like, solve this mystery. And so we solved a mystery of mistaken identity with two brothers, and we solved a mystery of a piece of art that was stolen, and there was a mix-up with it, and the artist wanted it to be stolen. And we solved a mystery of an explosion at a police office, and something about the Raven. And now, on our current mission, apparently we have graduated from the little leagues, and now we're going into real, like, big cases that haven't been solved yet. Like, unsolved, currently happening mysteries.
Oh,
So,
boy.
this one's taking place in, like, an asylum, I think.
Oh yeah, an insane asylum. Well, you're taking the reins because you are Detective Pikachu. I'm a Detective Darling in the Franks.
No.
Now you get to be the cockpit while I'm the pilot.
No.
Why not? Haven't you seen those nice tight suits and you get to like be on your hands and knees while you use your butt to hold up a monitor?
I haven't seen the show, but I've seen enough to know that no.
What? You'll be fine. You'll do great. Get in the mech.
Oh my god. Alright.
Alright, you're leading, so I get to help.
I think this one... Oh, no, this is the right one.
Yeah, we started up here, so...
Yes.
Alright, where do you want to start? Do you want us to start in the center area? You want to start in...
It plopped us right here in the lobby where we have 3 people.
Well, let's first establish if there's people that are already here. Let's do that. First thing first.
There's a total of, let's see here, 14 people in this one. There's another 2 in that back office.
So, and let's make sure to take time. So we focus on one, and if we find any off-branching characters that catch our fancy, then I feel like it'd be for the best then.
One in front of the TV all by themselves.
Another by a chair.
2 in
because there's
like
one
little cot room.
Yeah, there's one by the TV, one by the 2 chairs on the left.
2 in the bathroom. One walking
in the hall. One in the bedroom.
One in a cell.
Those are the bedrooms, not cells. Don't say that because that's bad.
Oh, achievement! Yay!
Sound chaser.
And one person alone with "You're next" written on the walls. But I think we should start in the lobby.
Okay.
Hello! Welcome in, officers. How can I help you? I heard your siren.
I'm Elvira. This is my partner. Are
Elvira.
you in charge here?
Yeah. I am the administrator of this facility. To what do we owe this visit?
You look a little young to be running this place. Anyway, we're here to investigate reports of an escape.
Aha! Yeah. About that. We're dealing with it internally. It's a minor incident. Not that big of a deal, really.
Not that big of a deal.
This is a mental institution. Some of our patients are highly agitated, and a few, from time to time, attempt to escape.
I feel like this guy's
This
lying.
one happened to be successful. We have people out searching, but often the patients return on their own volition after a day or two.
How did it happen? This time, I mean.
Let me recall. Right. We were having a therapy session when the patient suddenly picked up an ashtray and hit me on the head, then jumped out the window.
Your head seems fine to me.
Oh, it wasn't a heavy blow, and in this profession you must be prepared for these sort of outbursts. Roll with the punches, as they say. Truth be told, this situation is very embarrassing, which is why I didn't want to call the police.
You might not have called us, but someone did. You also confirmed that one of your patients escaped, which means we're now legally obligated to investigate. A psych case on the loose poses a threat not only to themselves, but to the public. Take us inside. We'll need
This
to
guy is
interview
so
the other
serious.
inmates.
Well, he's a
And
police
get us
officer
their
and he's
files.
following his job.
Interview? You want to talk to them?
Where are the patients? Just show us the way and we can conduct the investigation ourselves.
Well, if you insist. This way, please.
So let's just follow
How
them.
did this window break?
This is where the patient escaped. Be careful of the glass on the floor.
I need to see this patient's file.
Ah, you mean patient number 68? What do you want to know, officer? I've spent so much time with everyone here that I can practically recite their files from memory.
Hold up. Why is this gate open? No wonder you're trying to cover up how easy it is to slip out of here. All the doors are unlocked.
Unlocked? Ah, yeah, that was me. I apologize. I was
He's
in
lying.
such a hurry to greet you earlier. I forgot to lock it.
He's not the real
behind me.
director then.
He's probably one of the
Don't
patients, I
worry,
bet.
so I've been here the whole time. I can assure you that no one else escaped.
Let's check inside.
He's so full of shit.
This is our day room. As you can see, all our patients are quite well cared for. Wouldn't you say?
Nice decor in board games doesn't change the fact that they're still stuck in a mental facility.
Hey, new arrivals! Grab your clothes and toiletries.
Old man Wilkers?
Who are you?
None of your concern. Pick your seat and sit down. I don't want any trouble.
Who's this guy?
Patient number 27 has a non-bizarre grandiose delusional disorder. He thinks he's a caregiver here. The hospital is short-handed, so we usually leave him be. Saves us from having to hire more help.
People here are more nutso than I thought.
What's she doing?
Watching TV.
But the TV isn't even on. What's your name?
Patient 42 suffers from severe social anxiety that manifests as selective mutism. She talks to no one.
I'm just gonna make a note here. Patient 42. I feel like we might hear like their names associated with numbers later.
Yes, very much so. So let's make sure to write down the all the numbers that he presents. But be aware that he's also lying.
Yeah, I want to roll back just to the point when he was standing next to the other guy. Let's see.
Because she triggered, she started singing as soon as they went up. So it makes sense, at least the social anxiety thing is probably
Nice decor
true.
in board games doesn't change the fact that they're still stuck in a mental facility.
Let's see. It was right after they walked in that happened.
This is our day room. As you can see, all our patients are quite well cared for. Wouldn't you say?
Nice decor
Adjust
in
yourself,
board
so-
games
yeah, there
doesn't
you go.
change the fact that they're still
It's too
stuck
far
in a
away.
mental facility.
Hey, new arrivals! Grab your clothes and toiletries.
Grab your clothes and
Who are you?
toiletries? What the
None of your concern. Pick your seat and sit down. I don't want any trouble.
Who's this guy?
Patient number 27 has a...
And I'll just call
Patient
it.
27.
And I'm going to put it under caregiver. As quotes.
Okay.
And then the other one is social.
non-bizarre grandiose delusional disorder. He usually leaves...
But the TV isn't even on. What's your name?
Patient 42,
42.
suffers from severe social anxiety that manifests as selective mutism. She talks to no one.
Selective. That's a contradiction, though. Selective mutism is
Neither of these two are gonna
whenever
be any
she
help.
can't speak.
Let's split up and count as the rest
She's
of the
literally
place.
singing
Check
right
the room
there.
over there, would
Well,
you?
I mean, that could be her way of, like,
Coping
communicating. Yeah. Unless it's just an act. Let's see. Let's go with, I guess, Elvira.
But
Let me
you
back it
are.
up a bit.
But you are self. I ain't no...
All right, follow Everly.
I was looking for the other one, but I don't have it marked yet.
Are both of you patients here? Yes.
Speak for yourself. I ain't no lunatic. But you are. I told you I ain't.
What's going on here? Are you okay?
It was my older brother. He has mental problems.
Oh,
I'm
split
as sane as
personality.
ever. You're the crazy one.
I'm crazy?
That guy is
Sorry, officer. I was
Christopher
talking about-
Noyce.
All right then.
I know that voice. I'm
Ma'am,
not crazy.
Mind if I ask what you're in here for? I'm a reporter. Before you got sick, you mean? I actually did want to know what it was that got you committed. Are you a police officer? Yeah. Then, will you believe the things I'm about to tell you? Depends. Let me hear them first. I'm a reporter. A few months ago, I received a tip saying this hospital was conducting some kind of clandestine experiments on its patients.
Clandestine?
I disguised myself and checked in to investigate. I've collected all the information I need, but now I can't prove I wasn't sick in the first place, or that I've recovered. So I'm stuck here with no way to publish my findings. What exactly have you found? Here, they use a treatment method on their patients called TAT, Thematic Apperception Test. But it's not the TAT most people know today. Rather, they use the prototype used back during World War II. Basically, it brainwashes people. After the test, patients' memories will be completely erased, and they're conditioned as well. They're programmed to respond to certain sounds, after which they'll follow any command. The hospital then goes on to claim they've been cured, but the truth is, they're nothing more than soulless robots. Tell me, officer, if you were a patient, would you want to be cured that way? You've absolutely got to get me out of here. I have to expose them. Check my notes. I've got all the evidence right here. I gotta say, that sounds more like a sci-fi flick than reality. Alright, let me see your notes. Wow, don't skimp on details, do ya? Let me ask you something else. You ever notice any patients in here who seem like they don't belong? Like they're faking their illness? Yeah, me. And
outside of
you? Honestly? From what I've seen, at least 44% of the patients here are actually sane, but they've been committed regardless. Makes me think this hospital's next step is to experiment on normal people. That's quite the theory. What about him, huh?
He has split personality issue.
Legit. Schizophrenia, maybe. He's sick, but it's not schizophrenia. You made a mistake any layman would make. What he has is called dissociative identity disorder. That's where you have multiple personalities.
Yeah, that word.
In his case, too. Huge difference between that and schizophrenia. I see. That I'll have to remember. Wait just a second. Aren't you getting me out of here? Afraid I can't. At least, not yet. I'll come back once our investigation wraps up. You don't believe me either, do you?
Isn't that big of an issue to
Are you done,
All right,
Tony?
rewind it real quick so that we can listen to the director.
He's Tony.
So we got Tony.
And you want to just roll back to the point when they went in the office?
Yeah, because
Or
I
into
feel
that
like
cell?
it's relevant. Because we gotta keep an eye on those two, right there.
Are you both patients here?
Oh God! Oh God! My stomach! Sorry. I gotta go.
And just where do you think you're going, pal? Sit back down. You can leave when I say you can leave, which is after you've answered my questions.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Both of you sit down and behave yourselves. I want you to answer the officer's questions. Also, officer, I don't understand what you hope to gain by interrogating these patients.
That's a nice costume you got there, officer. Pretty convincing, even. Your lines, on the other hand, have room for improvement. You can't start off that strong. You lose any sense of foreshadowing. Just makes the audience feel off.
God damn
We've
it.
nicknamed patient 49 Mr. Director.
Oh, he's Mr. Director.
Whoa. Okay, so he's given the nickname. All these people have nicknames, not actual names.
Yeah, because this guy is allegedly the director of the place,
But this guy's given the
And,
nickname Mr. Director.
49.
Yes. 49.
Oh.
He suffers from something called the Truman Show delusion. In his mind, he's making a masterpiece, and we're all just actors. We rely on role-playing therapy to treat patients like these. Trying to interrupt or correct him would just get us nowhere. But if we play along, he'll calm down soon enough.
Mr. Director? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who are you, really? Look me straight in the eye.
That's how you do it. Much better, much better. You gotta have a quiet sense of intimidation. You don't need to shout to be coercive. Go back and re-enter through the door. Let's shoot this scene again.
What the hell?
Please, officer, he meant no harm. Remember, I mentioned some of our patients are likely to initiate contact.
Well, what about that one, huh? Mr. Bathroom Emergency. Was that real? Or just some excuse so he could leave?
Him? He's a thief.
Hey, that's defamation, you hear me? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Behave!
Patient number 36 suffers from an impulse control disorder, commonly known as kleptomania.
Okay, that one I know.
Alright.
So
Patient
klepto.
36, the thief.
He simply cannot stop himself from stealing. Doesn't matter the person or place.
I guess he would be Klep then.
I didn't realize sticky fingers were a disease. But he's already in here, so why'd he try to run?
Old habits die hard, I suppose. This one was constantly being hounded by the police, arrested multiple times. The sight of you probably triggered a conditioned
Which
response
is
from
fair enough.
Bullshit! Just ask around. When did I ever get caught? Huh?
Ha! You're saying you never got caught? Then why did you end up here? He was a repeat offender, you see, always stealing old phones. The police found it so odd that they gave him a psychiatric evaluation. And wouldn't you know it? He was certifiable.
He's from the previous
So instead of
cases
sending
ago.
him to prison, they sent
I
him
think
here.
a bunch of these people
Quite
are.
the nutcase, I see.
Yeah, well, we are doing our best to treat them.
Let's check the next room.
The way I see it, officer, this wasn't that big of an issue to
Are
begin
you
with.
done, Tony?
No. Why is this room locked?
That is the seclusion room.
Open it.
I would strongly advise against that.
Anybody in there?
Who the fuck's out there? You get in here, you cocksucker! I'm gonna kill ya! I'm gonna kill all of ya!
I must warn you, this patient might be dangerous. He suffers from episodes of acute mania and violent psychosis.
I told you to open this door. Just do it.
All right, just give me a second. I need to find the key.
Okay, so it is a director. Never mind.
No, not
If
this
he's
one.
holding the keys, that
This
means
will
he
only
has
take a second,
substitution.
I assure you. Ah, here it is.
Great. Open it up.
I'll just wait out here.
Why in fuck are you? I'm gonna straight up bash your fucking brains in!
All right. I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir.
You get that fucking doc away from me, you hear? He fucked me up! I can't think straight. I'm gonna slit his fucking throat, you hear that, huh, Doc? Huh? I'm gonna fucking murder you!
Tell the doctor he can leave, Elvira.
They're not saying anything, so let me roll it back.
Fucking murder you!
Tell the doctor he can leave, Elvira.
We'll take it from here. You can leave now.
I'm not sure how interviewing someone like him will help, but you're the police, not me. Just be careful.
He's gone. It's safe to talk now.
Damn, Tony, my man! Look at you in
Underground.
uniform. Could have fooled even me.
Keep your voice down. Though, I could say the same about you. You almost gave me a scare with all that crazy talk. What's it called again?
Rabies, idiot.
Elvira. Charming as
Ray.
always, I see.
Jokes aside, what have you found? There's a whole lot of people out there that have got their eyes on Ghost's secret stash.
You look around at all?
Not much. Already talked to 2 patients. Crazy guy called Mr. Director and some thief. Gotta say, they both seem totally fucked up, to put it mildly. What about you? Who did you talk to?
Just some delusional reporter. Oh, and a schizophrenic called Silver Spoon. Just like you said, though, both 100% loony.
Guess we're on
Silver
the same
spoon?
page.
I'm gonna pause this really quick and go label him.
Wait, where's her?
She has left.
But the question is where?
We'll have to find her later, but Spoon... Oh, that might be her.
Well, for now, let's just keep track.
Age then.
Wait, so you haven't found anything yet?
So these
So
guys
why'd
are
you
fake
call us
cops.
up here?
I didn't see him, but I know where to find him.
How so?
Process of elimination. At first, I didn't know what to do. No one seemed to be faking it. But then I discovered seclusion room number 4 at the end of this very hallway. Never seen it unlocked, but I know someone's inside, because the caregiver brings food there twice a day. So I played the manic card and I beat up a doctor named George, which got me thrown in here. Now I can keep an eye on things from the privacy of right next door. And if all the other patients are legit crazy, whoever's in that room is Ghost. I mean, the logic fits, right?
Well, look at you, Sherlock McMurphy. All right, then. Time to see who's behind door number 4. Get the key from the doctor, Elvira.
Wait, something doesn't add up. What about the escaped patient? Patient number 68. Could he be Ghost?
Nah. Think about it. Why would Ghost want to get out? He got himself committed on purpose, remember? To hide from people who want his money and his life. He knows he's a dead man if he gets out.
You have a point. Okay, I'll get the key.
Hey, I got a question for you. Your hospital gown doesn't even have a pocket. Where'd you get the phone to call us?
Up my butt.
That, my friend, is courtesy of Klep. You met him?
He gave you a phone?
Klep is... how should I put it? He's definitely crazy. But man, oh man, can that fucker steal. All he's gotta do is greet a doctor, and he's got their phone.
No wonder he tried to get close to me earlier. Bumped into me, actually. In fact, wait, where's my phone? Jesus.
Big time hitman got played by
Hitman.
a small-time thief. Hey, why'd you knock out George? What did he do?
Was in the way.
George.
Wanted to see our search warrant.
See if he's got the key on him.
Here, found them.
Tony and I'll check out room 4. You clean this up.
On it.
That is...
Which one's the key to room 4?
Hell if I know. Maybe one of the bigger ones?
Hello? Anybody in here?
We know you're in here. Come on out already.
What?
What?
Empty. He
All
escaped
done
then?
back there.
What's going on here? Don't tell me our ghost made like a ghost.
This doesn't make any sense. This room's at the very end of the hall. He'd have to go by my room to get out. And I've had eyes like a hawk on that door this whole damn time. Hell, I was still paying attention during that whole crazy act earlier.
No, man. Something's not right. Look at the dust on the floor. Gotta be at least an inch thick. But the only sets of footprints in here are yours and mine. No one's been in here for a long time.
Well, I'll be damned. But there's no way in hell I was wrong. Let me check again. No one under the bed. Huh. What about this big chest here? You don't think he hid the money in it, do you?
A chest? Wait, don't touch it!
What the? A trap!
That fucker played us like a fiddle. He
Damn.
knows we're here. We need to pull out.
And here I thought fiddlers stuck to roofs nowadays.
You know, I'd much prefer you use that mental energy to get us the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah, because I can just waltz out of here looking like this.
All we need is a little improv. Tony, arrest him. We'll escort him right out of the building.
Huh. Good idea.
Arrest? That's...
March. We've got our man. Let's take...
Officer! You got the wrong guy!
Move it!
I'm sick, I
Now I can
tell
move
you!
it.
Emily.
Can't do this to me!
That's who she is. That's Emily. The one that was standing there. Okay, so the one that has social anxiety's name is Emily. She's the one that ended up touching the phone, which caused the explosion.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'll mark her for now. We still don't know this guy's name, so it might be best to follow his path.
Yeah, that's second thing to do. But
Hello! Welcome in, officers.
And they're all together.
just we gotta find a moment whenever they
This way,
split
please.
apart.
Break.
This is where the patient escapes.
He isn't even on.
So we can skip that.
That is the...
Okay, so
Okay.
and then go from there.
We'll take it from here. You can leave now.
I'm not sure how interviewing someone like him will help, but you're the police. Not me. Just be careful.
Oh, Tesla, while we're doing this.
How was I doing?
Damn it.
Mr. Director. Like a real professional. Yeah?
It was an exceptional performance.
I knew it. He was a
Not only
fake.
did you deliver your lines with passionate bravado, your improvisation was on point. Always adjusting your lines and tones to correspond with the other actor's delivery. You truly are a master thespian.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to give me such a hard time!
Sorry. Occupational hazard. Once I get in character, I'm no longer reciting lines. I am the character. Now, I don't like to brag, but that wasn't even the best performance I ever given. For most of my roles, I've done months of research. If I had more time, I'd have checked myself into a real mental hospital for at least 6 months. Stanislavski's system pushes me to fully embody my characters by learning how they really live.
Yes, of course. What about the cops? Have they left?
Good thing you heard the siren and figured out a plan quick. If you hadn't sent me out there to stall them, God knows what they would have found by now.
What are they even investigating? The runaway patient?
Yeah, that's what they said. But, at least to me it seemed like that was just a cover-up. They didn't even check out the room where number 68 escaped. They barely even looked out the window, too. Nope. Both of them went straight to the patient rooms.
You don't think they're looking for Jennifer? Could they be on to our plan?
At first, that's what I thought too. But now, not so sure. Seemed more like they were going around looking for someone sane.
Then they've lost their minds as well. Looking for sane people? Inside a mental hospital?
Cops are a bunch of idiots anyway. I'm gonna go out and check again. I'll let you know.
I'll go check room 1 as well.
Let's go! James?
You! Stay away from the gate! Get your ass back to the day room!
For crying out loud! You really think you're a caregiver, huh?
Oh, you...
What the hell's going on? Why were the police here?
Things are getting out of control. I was just playing along with Mr. Director and the other crackpots, right? Figured if we really did take over the hospital, it'd be much easier to look for Ghost.
No way it's a coincidence. Do you notice anything off about those cops?
Well, they were definitely looking for someone. That much was obvious. But the way they were interrogating every single patient makes me think they're after Ghost, too.
Why would the authorities suddenly be searching for him? Until we got that tip, everyone thought he was dead.
Maybe they got it, too. Anyway, what have you found so far?
Haven't locked down Ghost yet.
But I did find his plan B.
Plan B?
Pure coincidence, actually. The TV remote went missing, you see. And the button on the TV doesn't work either. It got me curious, so one day I volunteered to cover Ray's night shift. After everyone left the room, I opened the TV set. Guess what I found?
A bomb.
Bingo! Anyone turns that thing on, it'll explode. I bet that's probably why he took the remote.
That's further proof it was Ghost who blew up the police station. To kill his crew and fake his own death. But why would he plant another one in the same place he's hiding?
That's why I said it must be his plan B. Sure, the hospital's been a safe place to lay low, but someone clearly knows he's still alive. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put a bounty on his head and we wouldn't be in here. Ghost probably planted the bomb for just such an occasion as this. He can blow the place sky high and vanish into the wind again. Poof!
Sounds right up his alley. Anyone who sees his face dies.
Not this time. Check this out.
What the hell is that thing? Looks like some kind of sci-fi gizmo.
It's a microcontroller infrared scrambler. Got it from a catalog for $29.95. Batteries not included.
I don't get it.
This is my plan B. When Ghost tries to blow this whole place to smithereens, this thing will jam the signal from the remote. The TV won't go boom, and we grab whoever's holding the clicker.
Now that's smart. Then all we have to do is cuff him and collect our reward before the cops swoop in and steal all the credit. Huh? Is that the alarm?
What the hell? I didn't even know this hospital had an alarm system. Stupid cops. They probably triggered the trap that Ghost set up. Fuck. Months of work down the drain.
What do we do now?
Ghost is gonna have to make a move now. So let's go nab the son of a bitch.
All right, I'll follow your lead.
The day room is the best place to start. He ain't in the library or the exam rooms, so he'll have to come through there before he can
And
escape.
then Klep has the phone, which he drops. Emily touches it, and then she dies.
Huh?
There's this thing
What's
called
that you're holding, Emily?
No, Emily, stop!
We never did get the fake director's name.
Yeah.
But we got a couple of things at least. Got James's name.
We got at
Guys.
least some
We definitely
general
have
idea.
all of these people locked in. And I'm pretty sure she is Jennifer.
Who?
Because they were talking about how do you think the cops are here for Jennifer? But
Yeah,
don't
because she's saying that, like, she needs to get out. They are well aware that she's faking it. They're not stupid.
and there's also a Nellie, so maybe she's Nellie, but I can't say for sure just yet. I think we should go and just listen in on this room though, because there are a few gaps in information there we can pick up maybe. And I'm just gonna skim through it. Okay, so Klep and Ray were actually together at the start. Maybe that would be a better place.
You do it my way. That means no. McMurphy! $300. Pay up. Oh, I know. Hey, McMurphy! $300. Pay up. Oh, I know. You gotta wait till after I get out. Got no money in this shithole. Hey, you want to do business with me? You do it
Wait,
my way.
go up to
That means
Ray.
No credit. I already made an exception. Letting you try out the phone. And now that you know it works, you gotta pay up. Unless you want me to tell Jennifer you stole her phone. Don't be a rat.
McMurphy.
All right, fine.
It's not Ray.
How about I just give it back, huh?
Maybe. I could have sworn that they called him Ray though.
Yeah, but if they referred to him...
You get that fucking duck away from me, you hear? He fucked me up.
Secret meetings.
Tony, my man.
Hey, Sakura. And
It's
yes,
safe to talk now.
Hi, Sakura.
Damn, Tony, my man. Look at
also
you,
trying to get this
uniform.
uptime
Could've
thing to
fooled
work
even me.
stupid as hell.
Keep your voice down.
Why do they have that set up as a
I'd say
general
the same
thing?
about you. You almost gave me a scare with all that crazy talk. What's it called again?
Rabies, idiot.
Oh, right. That was just what I assumed his name was because he was faking rabies.
Gosh.
Look, I didn't have a lot of information. All right, so let me rewind.
That's why you don't make assumptions.
You want to do business with me? You do it my way. That means no credit. I already made an exception letting you try out the phone. And now that you know it works, you gotta pay up. Unless you want me to tell Jennifer you stole her phone.
Don't be a rat. All right, fine. How about I just give it back, huh? Then you can sell it to someone else.
I can live with that. Hand it over.
Wait. Before you leave, do you know if they caught patient number 68 yet? The one who escaped?
Nope. Not as far as I know.
What about the police? They here yet?
Now that you mention it, Mr. Director did say he heard a siren earlier.
Perfect. Anyway, here's your phone.
No hard feelings, huh? Next time, if you got money, we can do business.
What took you so long?
I got a business deal. All taken care of now, though.
Business deal? I told you to lock those two in the bathroom.
That's
Oh.
I did.
Rewind.
I did. Don't
Go from the beginning. Let's follow the like
what about
that.
George, huh? Take care
Well,
of
do you want to
Jennifer
finish
Ray.
listening on this or go on that?
Well, because I'm curious on what they're going to be talking about because they're being held captive. They're the actual doctors.
If we interrupt them,
Probably.
there's a chance we'll fry our friend's mind.
Fine, we'll let him be for now. But what if the police decide to barge in there later?
I've made arrangements. Oscar will try to send them away. Should he fail, he'll leave
Oscar.
the police to us. When that happens, I need you to give a winning performance.
Don't you worry about that. I may not be an actor or anything, but I'm an ace at improv. They won't know what hit him.
Perfect. First, we'll take control of the hospital. Then, we'll rescue Maestro.
Seriously, though, that test Maestro went to. What's it all about, huh?
This is probably Maestro.
What the hell did I do to him in there?
I didn't know much about it myself until I spoke to Nellie. She calls it a thematic apperception test, or TAT.
He might be Nelly
TAT?
then.
What's with all the acronyms nowadays?
Yeah, because she
Can't
was
probably
talking
tell what
about the
the hell stuff it
TAT,
is.
so I think she's
I don't
Nelly.
even know it's legit.
Yeah.
You know Nellie. She throws Dr. Mumbo Jumbo like this around all the time. Full of shit, if you ask me. Who's to say she's not just making shit up on the
And
fly?
Jen is probably one of
You
these
gonna
ones.
believe a windbag like her?
Well,
On
we'll
this
keep an
matter,
eye out.
Yes,
because
like I told
we
you
don't
already,
know the
this isn't a real
two people that are in the bathroom.
No, this is nothing more.
Probably one
Ray
reality
and
show.
Jennifer.
And the
Yeah.
reason you don't remember is for exactly this reason. The test. That TAT has brainwashed all of you. You don't even remember who you really are.
Brainwashed? The hell?
Yes, all of us. We were participants in this theater verite. Over time, the rest of the crew, the true evil behind this,
The true evil
manipulated our
behind
gray
this.
matter using these so-called tests. They made us believe we were mental patients. Mental patients! Fortunately, my experience as a director allowed me to see through their wiles and maintain my true sense of reality. A professional
I love
like
how
me
he's
can spot an
talking
amateur
out of
from
his
a
ass.
mile away.
No wonder those doctors keep telling me I'm sick.
These doctors, they used these tests to toy with our brains, giving us all sorts of wild hallucinations. Once our heads are adequately scrambled, they give us a new identity. By doing so, they keep us trapped in this never-ending reality show, day by day losing more of our hold on reality. In short, the doctors aren't real doctors, and we aren't real patients. We're nothing but actors in this twisted, cruel production.
That sounds more like lab
We're
rats
the
than anything.
actors? I thought Oscar
Yeah.
was the only actor in this place.
Are you both patients here?
Oh God! Oh God! My stomach.
And then
I'm
that
sorry.
whole bit, so we can... Let's see, I'm just gonna fast forward because then...
Wait.
How
back.
was I doing?
Cop should have moved on by now. You want me to take a look, Mr. Director?
No, you should stay here. Oscar will handle everything.
Yeah, but something don't feel right. That cop from earlier felt like he was checking if we were crazy or not. I mean, for real crazy. You think the hospital sent them?
You may be onto something. After all, everyone in this hospital, barring us of course, was sent by the hospital. They're all part of the masquerade.
No
Masquerade?
wonder he acted so weird. The only thing a cop ever gave me before were a pat down and a pair of cuffs. None of those weird questions. Good that we got you on our side to see through his disguise. I was about ready to piss my pants. Honest to God, you know how I feel about 5-0s.
Real cops, fake cops, none of it matters. This hospital wants to drive us crazy. Literally. Maybe we should simply play along? Once today's over and we've taken control of this place, the truth will finally be revealed.
Then let me go check it out. If they're gone, we can get started with the plan.
Hush, what did I just tell you? For now, we lay low.
Boring.
How was I doing? I'll let you know.
Me? Stop following me.
Did you talk to the police, Silver Spoon?
I did. I did too.
Did you notice anything strange?
That lady cop had a real attitude. Kept saying I had schizophrenia. Well, you've got it. You're a complete schizo. Don't interrupt me.
Just stop talking already. Both of you are giving me a headache.
The cop that questioned Silver Spoon was a chick, Mr. Director. That means there's more than one of them. You think they're on to us? Maybe we change the plan? Make a run for it while we still can? I mean, the gate is wide open.
No, the show can't end like this. Don't you want to know the truth? After all this time, the lies, the manipulation, don't you crave retribution?
Lies ain't the half of it. They probably want to steal my company while I'm not there, too. Your company? When did it become your company, huh? Oh, shut up about your stupid company. No one cares. Yeah, well, either way, it's time for the doctors here to pay up.
Right you are about that. Our plan is already in motion. With the doctors under our control, all we need to do is wait for the police to leave. Then this hospital will be ours.
Yeah, well, I still don't get how the police knew to show up at just the right moment, you know? Someone must have ratted on us.
You make a good point. Who could have called the police then? George?
Nah, he was already in with the maestro before any of us even did anything. Probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Jennifer then? Well, this could turn out bad for us. If the cops were to search the bathroom.
Jennifer? No, I can't be her. I stole a phone.
What? I thought I told you to lock her up, not steal her phone. Give it here. Recent calls. Well, the last call she made wasn't to 911.
Why don't we try calling it? You can't just do that. We don't know who it'll call. So what are you looking at me for?
Hand it over.
He stole both
And
phones.
whose phone is this?
From that stupid cop earlier. But you know what? Here's what's really weird. Who calls a cop directly rather than 911?
You stole this from the police? How many other phones have you stolen?
I don't got any more phones, but I do have this. You are a real piece of work. Why would you steal a TV remote? Got it from Ray earlier. It looks like a phone, you know?
Ray's
It fits in
ghost.
your hand like one. I couldn't resist.
Huh?
That a police siren?
Which part of stick to the script don't you understand? If you would have just followed your lines, you wouldn't have run the risk of getting us all into trouble. Now, if the police come back here, our plan is ruined. All our efforts down the drain.
I'm just curious
I'll
on
keep
what
the doctor's
up.
phone for now. You return both of those, but don't get caught.
But I never learned to return stuff.
Make it happen.
All right, all right.
That's odd.
Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Emily.
Can't do this to me.
And that killed a good percentage of them.
Yep.
Should have done that. So, who should we follow next?
I do think we should check out the bathroom because we've kind of got a good idea of a lot of this. I want to check out this room and I want to do this, and then I just kind of want to double check on James and see if he does anything like when we haven't been around him. But
That and George and Maestro are the key people
Yeah.
as well.
and we can just see if anything else happened in this room aside from when
Between-
we've been there.
Yeah. Because I swear
But for now,
Silver
let's-
Spoon is like Christopher Noyce because I know that voice.
Well, I think a lot of these characters are ones that have shown up in previous scenes, but they've been experimented on, so like their personalities are a bit scrambled. Like
Oh,
I
I
think
meant voice
Mr. Director
actors.
is actually the director from the clip. I think is Chip, and I don't know. I can't say this for sure, but it seems like that might be what they're implying anyway.
Or trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's see. Because it seems like they knocked him out.
Maybe, yeah.
Wait until...
Who's that knocking?
Oh!
Ray? What are you doing here? Who did this to you?
I'll explain everything later. Quick, untie me.
I can do that, but only on one condition.
Just say it. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. Within my power, of course.
You need to prove to everyone else that I'm not crazy so
So
I
she
can get
isn't crazy.
discharged.
Consider it done. I knew you weren't crazy a long time ago.
Perfect. Then you can get me out of here.
Well, I'll do my best, but remember, I'm just a caregiver. The doctors are the ones who have the final say. Oh, speaking of doctors, Jennifer's in the room next door. We gotta save her, too.
Dr. Jennifer? Doctor? Doctor, wake up!
Where am I? What happened?
Someone apparently knocked you out. Got some blood on you there.
I remember that much. But why am I in the bathroom?
Can't help you there. Wait, you weren't out cold, Ray. What happened? Huh? Hey, what are you...
Ray! What the fuck? You killed her!
She'll be fine. Anyway, better her than us, right?
What are you even talking about? What's going on?
Okay, so here's what happened. While you were treating patient number 68 earlier, you remember that, right? I was talking with James. The two of us heard this loud noise all of a sudden, so I went to check. Turns out 68 broke the window and took off. By the time I came to check up on you, you were already out cold. Had this cracked ashtray next to you, too. This got me all in a panic. So I didn't notice that the gate to the inpatient sector wasn't locked. Next thing I knew, a bunch of patients had all gotten out. They charged me, tied me up, and threw me in the bathroom. Then they dragged you in after I was tied up.
Jesus Christ. Then Nellie was in on this too? She doesn't really strike me as the violent type.
I don't know about that, but I'm not taking any risks. They're all crazy. Who knows what they're capable of?
But what is it they're trying to do? And why didn't you call the police when you had the chance?
Everything happened so fast. 1 second, I was trying to figure out what happened to you. The next, those psychos jumped me.
Huh? Where's my phone? Don't tell me they took it.
Oh, wait. Oh. God damn it, it's gone!
What?
Not my phone, something else. Caregivers aren't allowed to bring phones inside the hospital. You know, that's the rule here.
Well, that's stupid. What do we do now then? We can't even call the police. How many people did you see in here earlier? Don't tell me everyone is in on this.
I saw Clep, Silver Spoon, Oscar, oh right, and Mr. Director. I'm telling you, it was chaos. There might have been more of them. I don't know.
Emily's not
And
a
all
part
of
of
them working
any of
together?
this to begin with.
They're not even suffering from the same illness. This is certainly a first. What do you think they're trying to do? Escape?
So,
They took the
Emily's Silver
keys, but as
Spoon.
far as I know, they haven't left. All I could tell was that Mr. Director seemed to be the ringleader. Something about manipulation and brainwash.
Then it's a coup?
A coup?
Yeah, they want to take over the hospital. That's why they didn't escape. You haven't seen George, have you?
No. Maybe he's still in the treatment room?
Is that an alarm?
Probably somebody's alarm clock. I wouldn't worry about it.
Then what do we do? It's only a matter of time before they find
Okay, first off, that doesn't make sense if
Honestly,
everyone could
I
fucking
think the
hear
two of
that.
us could hold them off. Klept, he's basically a stick. Oscar's a wuss. Silver Spoon's lucky if he isn't fighting himself. And Mr. Director, he's an old man. The only reason they got the jump on me last time was because they caught me off guard. But you and we'll have the element of surprise next time.
Why don't we just sneak into the director's office and use the landline to call the police?
Hey, good idea.
Come on, let's go. Stay calm. We've got this. No looking around, just stay quiet and fun.
So we have all of our pieces in place.
Although we still haven't seen anything from George or Maestro. Although I think Maestro is basically just like passed out. But I think we need to listen on this and then those two, and then we'll have like the complete picture. But I do think that Ray is Ghost.
But can we also try to, you know, check on Emily close to the beginning to the end? Because I want to see.
Yeah.
She unjustly got killed. That's the thing that pisses me off. She's an actual mental patient in this whole fiasco.
Yeah. Because Oscar, Mr. Director, Klep, Emily, James, maybe.
James
and
is actually
Stu.
with Mr. Director.
Yeah.
They're trying to take over the hospital. The only ones that are actually in need, because then that also makes them actual patients in that sense then.
Because Millie's a reporter who checked herself in and can't leave. And I think that's pretty legit, especially since she tried to help the doctors.
And with all the notes, too. She gave away her own personal notes so that she can get the police officers to let her be free.
Yeah.
While everyone else is playing a role. The only one that's not as well, outside of Nellie, is McMurphy.
We need to listen in on this, though, because like there's the conflicting story of the like tests versus whether it's all just like a setup. But
no, let us play.
Why is it you wanted me to meet you here, George?
Actually, I wanted to ask you a favor, Maestro. You're an expert when it comes to art, yes? I was hoping you could evaluate a painting for me.
Oh.
You've come to the right person. Not to boast,
So
but
it is Maestro from the art gallery.
price can increase considerably if I say good things about it.
Of course, of course. Please, sit. The picture's right here. If you could just take a look.
What is this? This isn't artwork. This is a map?
Indulge me if you would. And listen to the music. Anything?
They're looking into the thing we're using right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is something. Wait. I need to get my thoughts straight.
Take your time.
Oh, he's doing more than that. I think he's actually using the same process we're using, but in a way to at least control his mind then.
And that's probably what's happening to us as we're playing this. Our detective character we're playing as is being brainwashed too.
But in a way where it's what they think we see. I mean, what they want us to see.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me fast forward. Okay.
This is the place where they did the test.
I see it now.
Tell me, what do you see?
I see an interrogation. Yes, inside a police station.
Oh my god.
Who are the police interrogating?
I don't... Oh, wait. Yes. I know this voice. Silver Spoon?
What are they questioning Silver Spoon about?
Something about drugs. Yes.
Silver Spoon and
I
his
remember
brother.
Silver Spoon mentioning this before.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next picture.
Another one? What about the painting you said I was here to evaluate? What's going on? What are you doing to me?
Don't worry, Maestro. It's just a small test. One more picture, and we're done.
Another map?
Do you recognize this place?
It looks familiar. Yes, I know. An art gallery.
Describe the art gallery for me.
Oh my god.
It's crowded. An exhibition will start soon. Wait, there's an empty frame? But why?
Exactly. Why is that?
Give me just a moment. No, it can't be that either. But then, who took it? The real painting.
It's fine. Take your time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just September 19th. I'm curious on the time and event because this has to be after the whole events. But these are also the experimentations from...
Yeah.
Is this entire area used to Is this entire area used to practice this then? If that's true?
I think so.
Because George is the only one that probably knows this practice then.
Well, and whoever was doing our test.
But that's meaning other people will know how to do this as well. Because George isn't dead, he's just knocked out.
Yeah, he was safely over in the cell.
It's Sean! Yes! Nice to see you again. Oh? And Ms. Reeves is here too. The painting was stolen. Someone stole my painting. No, that's not it. I had my own painting stolen. It was part of my exhibition. I spent so much time and effort on my painting. I would never let someone steal it. It was all part of my plan. Yes, the painting was retrieved in the end too. The lost art returned.
Oh, I'm afraid your symptoms haven't improved.
What?
What are you talking about? Didn't you ask me to evaluate paintings for you?
This was an evaluation, except it was a psychiatric one. We call it the thematic apperception test.
What? A psychiatric evaluation?
Yes, tailor-made for your symptoms. I also use roleplay therapy to supplement the effects. Unfortunately, the results are far from promising.
What's wrong with me, exactly?
We used images to hypnotize you, allowing you to see and hear things from your past. When you saw an interrogation, you could remember the stories Silver Spoon told you. The problem is, when you saw the image reflecting yourself, you weren't able to differentiate between delusion and reality. You sank further and further into your own fantasy story, allowing you to escape from the bleakness of your own reality. You staged the whole theft. Quite the coincidence, and a little too convenient, don't you think?
George! Doctor! What you said... I don't quite understand.
Don't worry about it. You know everything you need to know. Now, answer me one question. Who are you?
I'm the No. No, I'm... Patient number 29. Yes.
What?
There you go. Perfect. Now, just make sure you keep taking your medication on time. And trust me, you will get better.
All right.
Oh my god. Are we being treated like that?
I think so.
Need to know. Now, answer me one question. There you go. Better. Patient 29 shows little improvement. If anything, his symptoms may be worsening. For situations with which he has an anecdotal connection, he is able to discern the projected narrative from reality. But in cases where he has direct experience, his ability to distinguish between the two is severely blurred. Prognosis remains guarded. I strongly recommend continued treatment with antipsychotic medications, as well as TAT and role-playing therapy to see if conditions improve. And we should schedule him for a full reassessment in 6 weeks' time.
And then let's follow George, because Maestro's not going to wake up.
He's sleeping.
He's gone.
Why isn't the gate locked?
Me, Doc. I need you to turn over the key to room 4.
Huh? Who are you? How did you get in?
I'm a police officer. We're here to investigate a case.
Police? Who let you in? Do you have a search warrant?
Of course I do. It's right in here. Right there. Just on that table over there.
Ah!
God damn it. Why would you follow...
Hey.
And then that's
Why'd you
whenever he's
knock out
down for the
George?
count.
What did he do?
Was in the way.
And then Emily's here just... I feel sorry for Emily. She's been unjustly done in by this bullcrap.
Pick your seat and
This tune sounds familiar. Is she recreating the song?
I was just wondering that.
I think she's only
Let's
able
see,
to
we're
memorize
at 5
it.
minutes.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So in her psychological... Well, then, wait. Then the only one that would actually have a mental problem in this instance... Because everyone else is just being, like, having their brains basically become mashed potatoes.
Yep.
She's one of the failed experiments in this whole thing. Experience at the same time as soon as he starts playing the song then?
I think so.
That's creepy. Holy shit, she is!
Of course I do. It's right.
Because he started playing it, like, those times whenever she started singing.
Yep.
Turn that... Hey, Emily, you gotta turn that thing on before you can watch it. There's this thing called a remote.
Emily.
don't do this to me!
Jesus. Well, Emily was being like a lot of these people. Even Maestro himself got mind controlled.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. The last thing to listen to would be this room. I'll just skim through and see if they've had any conversations.
Nellie, what you writing, huh?
What's going on outside? I heard a bunch of people talking, but then it went quiet.
That was Mr. Director telling us about the test. He said we gotta take over the hospital so we can put a stop to it. Also, something about, you know, how the doctors are all actors, and we're really... Shut up! He told us not to tell anyone, didn't he?
Whatever. I don't even want to know.
Look, you upset her. It's all your fault. I told you to shut up! Hey, Nellie, don't be mad. What you writing? Seriously.
You wouldn't understand even if I told you.
I know what she's writing. Oh, yeah? And how the hell will you know, huh? You ain't her. Well, you ain't me either. How do you know I don't know? Exactly. I ain't. So I don't know if you know or not. But you certainly ain't her.
I think it's psychological stress because of his brother backstabbing him.
Oh, so you finally decided to talk to me, huh?
Do you know who you are?
I'm, me, I guess. No, you aren't. I'm me.
For once, think before you answer. It's not easy. That's why Mr. Director's so terrified about the test.
Wait, you know about the test too?
Why wouldn't I? It's called TAT, and it involves a series of repeated questions that try to get the test subject to make up a logical story based on their own desires, emotions, motives, and personal experiences. Most participants end up projecting their own subconscious onto a character in the made-up story without even realizing it.
So, that's what it is. Doesn't sound like such a big deal to me.
Yes, and it wouldn't be if it were just that. The problem is, this hospital is doing more than just a simple test. Something much more intense.
Huh? Like what?
They put extreme pressure on the test subjects, causing them to lose themselves in the stories they make up. Even once the test is over, they lose track of reality, which can lead to the development of multiple personalities. And those whose minds are already weak, they lose track of who they are altogether. Textbook delusional right there.
Ha! Well, I'll be. No wonder Mr. Director's about to shit his shorts. Don't concern me, though.
Oh, yeah? Then how about this scenario? Deep down, you, me, all of us constantly struggle with our own issues. Pretty normal, right? Well, during the test, people tend to project those conflicting thoughts onto different characters in the stories they make up. Each thought becomes its own character, constantly engaged in a bitter, back-and-forth argument with its other half. Until, finally, they lose the ability to become one again.
That's impossible. Wait, is she talking about us? I'm calling BS!
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not the one running the tests. I just wanted to let you know to be prepared. And more importantly, don't forget who you are.
Now I'm actually kind of intrigued. Sounds a little, I don't know, fun. No one's ever been able to give me a run for my money before. Oh, what do you know? Sounds like some kind of, I don't know, metaphysical test. Metaphysical my ass! It's a scam, pure and simple. And you can't bullshit a bullshitter. I am unscammable. Oh, shut up. I need to think. Thinking never did you any good. Metaphysical. Whatever. I'm gonna hit the hay.
She comes in as a conversation.
What? Or haven't you heard? Books of you.
Why you even bother, Nellie?
Journalists are the watchdogs of society. Or haven't you heard?
Yeah, and what good did any of that do you, huh? The cops didn't even believe you.
You've heard about the Unabomber, correct?
Huh? Who do you think I am? Of course I heard of them.
Henry Murray, the inventor of TAT, used his test to evaluate soldiers during World War II. During the Cold War, he used it to interrogate spies. But did you know that he also gave it to innocent students back in 1959?
Oh yeah? What's all that got to do with the Unabomber? Are you kidding me?
Well, it just so happens that a certain 17-year-old boy, Ted Kaczynski, was one of his unwitting test subjects. And, well, you know the rest. Over a period of 18 years, he ended up making and sending at least 16 bombs. What I'm trying to say is, destroying someone mentally can have repercussions far beyond one person.
Well, I'll be damned. And that Henry Murray fella's got blood on his hands, too.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Science and all the experiments that go along with it are, well, they're not wrong. It's just that sometimes people can get in so deep that they lose track of the boundaries of morality. I have nothing against the doctors here. Really. I simply want to get the truth out. It's my hope that people can learn to respect humanity while still pursuing science.
You move me. A reporter with a heart of gold. You know, if Mr. Director had his say, he'd just... Shut up! He told you not to tell anyone! All right. My lips are sealed.
You hear that?
Oh, you can hear it too? Thought it was just in my head.
No, it's definitely real. Sounds like it's coming from next door.
All of you are hearing things. Need to up your meds.
I'll go check.
Two. She called you psychotic. She did not! Nellie said I have dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, but that's another crazy disease, too.
But do you trust her?
Whatever, I never liked her anyway. Nothing but BS coming out of her mouth. Once I inherit our old man's business and money, I'm gonna hire someone to cap her ass. Don't say things like that. That's a one-way ticket to jail. Seriously, if you pin this all on me again, oh, boo-hoo! As if you've never thrown me under the bus. You were a brat when we were little, and you're a brat now! Oh, what's a couple of misdemeanors? The old man will forgive me over time. Besides, once you're put away for life, I'll be the only heir. I'll have a proper business to run. Get out of here! What the hell do you know about running a business? All I'm saying is leave me out of this. You got it? Then get the fuck out! Stop following me!
Did you talk to the police, Silver Spoon?
I did. I did too.
Did you notice anything?
No one cares! Yeah.
Well, I think we've heard everything we're going to hear, so...
All I know is I think Silver Spoon, well, one side of Silver Spoon likes her. While the other one just doesn't give a fuck.
I think, I'm trying to remember the name of the second brother, but Cameron was the actual name. And he seems like the more sane one, and then like his aggressive side personality is the one representing Trevor's brother, who's like, I'm gonna take the company.
But which one is it though? In this turn, like whoever's stressed out in this.
Well, the whole premise of that was that they took Cameron in, so this is probably actually Cameron. But then he has like this dissociative disease now.
Oh, so
like,
they couldn't like throw him in jail due to the fact that if in the terms of the court of the law that you can at least if they plea for insanity and it's proven that it's for insanity, then he'd only go to a mental ward versus actually going to jail.
Yeah.
Which apparently from what happened caused there's a certain amount of stress that led to it. But at the same time, George led this. I think the real trigger was George that caused all that shenanigans. But who are the real patients? I'm going to say...
I feel like Emily is. I mean,
Emily's
it's
the
hard to
only
say
one.
because they've all been messed with by these tests.
But at the same
But as
time, the
far
only one
as-
that's been truly destroyed by this would be, in that sense, Emily. And the one that had the remote was Ray, so he has to be Ghost.
I feel like Klep is one of the real patients because he obviously has this kleptomaniac tendency to him. So I think that's real regardless of what the tests have done.
That's a valid point.
Mr. Director actually seems somewhat lucid. Like he definitely has a little bit of that Truman Show aspect to him, like they said. But I think he might have been one person that was just brought in and experimented on. Oscar seems like very sane, but he's probably been experimented on too.
But the question is, because it seems like they're asking for multiple people, so
yeah,
we got to make sure the people we select.
We know Nelly isn't.
Yeah, she's straight up saying.
I'm not positive about James. I feel like he isn't, but because he was talking to Mr. Director,
and they were talking about taking over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, here's a stretch. I think Mr. Director is a real mental patient.
Maybe, like,
because they're thinking
he might
outside
be
of
right
the
in
box.
this case. It seems like his complex is bigger than like the happenings of this hospital, but
at the same time, we have to also be aware. I feel like
because I mean, if we're checking everyone that is like technically a patient, then that would be Maestro. Like we know for a fact that Nelly is not,
and Spoon,
but Spoon,
Emily.
James, Emily. Because Elvira and Tony are the fake cops. McMurphy's the faking mental patients. Oscar and Mr. Director. Jennifer's the doctor. Ray's
the ghost.
Associate, who is the ghost.
Because he plays
George is the other doctor. Maestro is apparently a patient, at least. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, we can't determine 100% who has real mental issues prior to the tests and who has them because of the tests. So
it'd only be Klep then.
Yeah. So I think we're just trying to say, like, the people that have been identified as, like, patients of the hospital. So
Well, but at the same time, that can't be valid due to the fact that the whole incident with Maestro. Because that's only verifying because of mind control. That doesn't verify that they actually have a psychological disability, because they specifically put who are the real mental patients.
Yeah.
With that type of wording, I'm concerned, because that requires you to be aware of like who actually has a mental problem. Well, but at the same time, that probably also be like being over analytical about it. But that's why I'm trying to think on what else could it make sense with it.
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to say, like, who is faking it explicitly. Like, we know McMurphy is faking it because he completely changes his personality. We know that Nellie is not really crazy because she's just a reporter and is talking very rationally with everyone. Maestro is a bit of an iffy case. Like, the main thing for him being a patient is that, like, he says his patient number, like, unprompted. So
yeah, that's the only thing that's a pain in the butt.
So I think Maestro might be a real patient, but I'm not positive. But Nellie's definitely not McMurphy. I don't know. I don't know how explicit they want us to be about it, but Ray is definitely a ghost because he had the remote that was rigged to explode the TV, and then it was stolen by Klep. So,
but the question
you okay
is,
with this list?
Because I'm trying to figure out what else. Because there has to be something else too. Because I feel like this is fucking with us.
It probably is. And I don't know how accurate we need to be, but... But I feel as far as the people that were identified as mental patients by, like, the staff or by themselves versus the people that are like, I'm faking it, obviously.
But do you think that would... Not sure. Well...
You okay to go forward with it?
I just...
'Cause I'm not 100% either, but I feel like this is more or less in line with what they're asking, so... And we can keep nitpicking it forever, but... Unless there's any changes you want to make, then we can keep moving forward.
I don't think Oscar, that's the only thing.
Well, he was one of the patients, though, and they're
Don't
like
forget,
trying to take over the hospital.
He was an actor, though.
That's true.
He faked being the doctor. He was well aware of what's going on.
He faked being the doctor, but he was in the asylum prior to that.
Well, at the same time, because the people I have doubts are Oscar and James.
James, I'm not 100% sure on. We can review him.
Because like, he was faking it, remember?
What's he doing?
Because don't forget, Oscar and James went over to the side.
For crying out loud.
Because those two were faking.
Think you're a caregiver, huh?
Hey! I told you to stop! Where do you think you're going?
What the hell's going on?
They were faking it.
Why were the police here?
Things are getting out of control.
Yep.
I was just playing along with Mr. Director and the other crackpots, right?
They were faking it.
Okay.
But outside of that, those are the people that are actually now insane.
Yeah, because Spoon has a very obvious real mental problem. Clep has that obvious kleptomania. Yep. Emily can't communicate.
And Director literally believes that, you know, the walls have eyes kind of situation. Other than that, everyone else is sane. So in that instance,
Maestro is a little bit iffy, but
I want to go with Maestro due to the fact that like he doesn't know who he is actually.
Yeah, because he like imprinted on the story they were telling him. But then once they're like, think really hard about who you are, and he's like, oh right, I'm patient 27. So
well, this is who I believe has done it.
Okay. Yay.
Oh, thank God.
Good job.
Excellent work, detective.
Oh, we didn't
Are
get
you
any...
hypnotizing me?
I have just
Tell me the
one
truth.
last question for you.
Do you know who you are?
Do you know the way? Oh.
Yes.
I have just one last question for you. Who are you?
What?
We can't even do anything. Oh wait. Yes.
All right. So I slightly looked into this. I didn't look at the. I only looked at
You
the possible.
cheated.
I only looked up if there was possible alternate endings. I didn't look at the choices. So we apparently have 3 choices for this ending. So it depends on who, like, depending on who we pick, we get one of the 3 endings apparently.
Interesting. It'd be nice if we had like anything to go on here.
Well, because the thing is, we already.
Because she's been calling us detective this whole time.
But do you think we're a detective? Because
I mean,
remember, there's one person that escaped. Number 68.
That's true. Either 68, the detective. I don't think any of them.
Maestro's still in the mental ward. We're. Because it's a different structure entirely, so we're somewhere else.
Yep.
Well, it's up to you because
Because you've been spoiled.
I only was told, I only looked that there's 3 endings. I literally put it on Google. How many endings are in Unheard? 3. That's it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna say detective because that's what we've been told up to this point.
But is she telling the truth?
There's no way to know that at this point, so all we can do is go forward.
All right.
Congratulations, detective. You passed the final test. By now, you've probably realized the last case was mixed with some of the voices from previous ones. It threw the other testers into a state of deep confusion, but you didn't lose yourself like they did, which means you are now qualified to call yourself a true acoustic detective.
Oh boy.
Since you've mastered the system, you can take it with you. You never know when it might come in handy. And if you hear any residual voices or auditory hallucinations, I trust you'll master those too. In time. That concludes the exam, detective. Thank you again for participating. It exceeded all of my expectations. You're free to leave whenever you like.
Now the door's shining. Okay.
Thank you again for participating. It exceeded all of my expectations. You're free to leave whenever you like.
Who are you?
Hey, buddy. Oh, come on, it's me.
State your name.
You don't recognize your old pal? What the hell's got you? I'm a law-abiding.
Custom basics.
Oh, I clicked it.
Gosh darn it. Alright, I want to see, because I want to see the voice actors. This music's so catchy.
It's so funky.
Do a little dance, do a little dance. It's very detective-esque, and I love it. We need to do another one. Oh wait, Blackwell. Yeah, the Blackwell series. And then the Trilby series. Oh my god, we got plenty of games for you, darling.
No, we need to play more Death Park too, but...
Dance music, it's a Chinese voice acting. Why is that the first thing we listen to? Very weird.
Because the game is originally Chinese.
Okay, let's look at the cast.
Chris Noyce.
Yeah, I was right! Woo! I knew it was Chris Noyce. He's such a good voice actor. I noticed him from like a mile away. It was so nice. Dance.
Oh my goodness.
Mystery solved. Okay,
Yay.
so I'm gonna look at it now.
I'm curious if we can just resume. We can just answer the questions and then go to the ending if you want to see other options.
Well, we already have them all selected. You see there.
Yep, just submit.
And let's just go ahead and skip.
Excellent work.
So apparently,
Detective.
We have to watch all this again, though.
yep.
I have just one last question for you. I have just one last question for you.
All right, so
Who are you?
So I opened it up and I clicked on it. So we have the 3 choices. And I'll now I want you to figure out what would lead to the other ending.
Well, obviously we're Emily, the girl who blew up.
No.
I don't know. I feel like 68 is an option. Just person
is the
ran
option.
away. And then another one, I don't know, could be Maestro.
Nope.
No?
Nope. There's
Or
only
Tyler?
There's only 2.
Only 2?
Yep. The rest of them
Aside
are red
from
herrings.
Detective? So just Detective or 68?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, number 68. Since you already know you're one of our patients, we'll move forward with your treatment. Here, this pill will help calm and center you.
Okay, so the funny thing is, there's 2 choices in this ending. So this leads to an alternate ending. So you can choose the sleeping pills or the ashtray.
I'm gonna take the cigarette. Oh my god. Oh, right. There you are. Ashtray.
God, Jennifer, what happened to you? Wake up!
Oh dear.
Your character murders her. And now it's one of the endings. And then the other one is whenever you choose the sleeping pills.
Excellent work,
It'd be nice if we
Detective.
could skip this part.
Oh, and there's one more. Never mind. There is also one additional
I
one.
have just
No.
one last question.
And that one involves just
Yeah.
choosing the red herrings.
Okay.
So literally, if you pick any of the red herrings, it'll like give you.
I have just one last
So
question.
there's the one with the sleeping pills that you take whenever you pick number 68, and then one if you just pick a random name that's not the detective. Or...
Random name.
I'm sorry, Detective, but you've failed the test.
Oh no.
I had hoped it wouldn't turn out like this. You were doing quite well at the beginning. But, well, things started to unravel towards the end. It's sadly clear. You don't even know who you are anymore. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to.
Erase your memories.
Yes. And it was just
Don't
us.
lose your way.
And then just straight back to the main menu.
Yep, because that was if you failed to get it all. Alright, and now the last one
Excellent
should
work,
be
Detective.
if you pick number 68 and you take the pills. And then that's all the endings.
I have just one last question for you. I have just one last question for you. Okay, number 68. Since you already know you're one of our patients, we'll move forward with your treatment. Here, this pill will help calm and center you.
The drugs ain't mine!
About that?
My painting has not been lost.
Fuck. Not me. Don't believe them!
So take the test.
Fuck, that scared me.
Oh, and then the game just... No, I clicked out of it. That's why.
Okay. But that was the game as a whole.
Yeah.
There was more achievements if you did it 100% without like rewinding a lot. But that is where you think that was a good place to stop, or should we keep going? What do you think?
How long have you been up?
It's already an hour 45, but it's 1 in the morning right now.
We can stop here for tonight. We finished off the game, so that's a good place to end it.
I mean, okay. As long as it's like it's cool.
Yeah, and then tomorrow tabletop / EDF, whatever everyone's feeling like.
So unless you bring up let's play tabletop, it's gonna be EDF.
Okay.
But with the end of that, how do you feel about that game?
It's alright. It was a nice little game. Not super long, but that's okay.
It was one of those short games, and apparently there was a movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it was only $7, so...
I mean, yeah.
Not bad.
So, even then, it's highly recommended for people to try out the game themselves. Even if it's a short game.
Yeah.
It's an interesting mystery game that I feel people will, enjoy. But do you think it's worth $7? That's my legitimate question.
Let's see. I got 5 hours out of it, so it's not a bad value. And it was entertaining and interesting. I definitely think it's worth checking out. Like, especially on sale if it ever goes half off or something. Then, like, yes, definite vibe.
Yeah. So there's that game. So what is the Eddie? I mean, so okay. Well, so my opinion towards the game is it's an interesting perspective in the terms of a mystery game, because normally, they usually try to use a visual. They did use a visual in this sense, but this was more of, hey, we're gonna treat it like D&D. You gotta at least figure out what to do next by understanding.
Speaking of interesting games, they also published Iris Fall, which is another one I was interested in, which is currently half off. So
50% off. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
But I wonder how long is the 50%?
Like another day and a half.
Oh. Well, gotta wait until it's cheap again. Oh boy. Trust me, I've been so tempted on spending money on a Steam, not a Steam game, Switch game. But they're like $40 is still expensive. $40.
I spent money on Zelda and Pokemon, and that was so much money.
Yeah.
I still haven't even played Zelda that much. I should honestly do that.
Now you can always send it my way.
I might. If you miss it again, I'll give it to you.
No, just mail it to me. Gimme.
Impatient. Oh my goodness.
No, you.
Anyway, that's all for tonight, though. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Wait, let me copy and paste the link to Unheard. Proper advertise.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh,
damn it, you actually made me yawn.
Alright, I need to run to the restroom, so I will be gone. But have a good night, everyone, and see you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Also, here's a gif of a duck.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so with Vic heading to the restroom, I shall end off the stream here. Thank you for those that are here, that watched, enjoyed a little, and listened to what was going to be. Hopefully they might do something else auditory based like that. I kind of hope for a sequel for it, but fingers crossed. But anyways, for now, have a great night, everyone that are still here, and take care. So, see you guys next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, and good night-night.